What's the problem with Turk working with PBC stars? Let's talk about it. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Slick 50, the one and only man. Hey, we're gonna jump into that topic. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button. Just do everything you see right here. Um, I gotta start this off first and foremost by saying that I'm part of the minority when it comes to Turkey. Um, and I can kind of understand why certain PBC fighters may not want to work with him. You know, Tank kicked it off, you know what I'm saying, stating that other fighters is messing with him because they got to. They're not making the numbers that he brings in, so they're not going to see the money that he also receives. Then you got Canelo, which is, you know, in a league of his own, you know what I mean? But he is under PBC contract, and him himself now is saying, "Nah, I don't want to mess with him," right? To the point where he's cracking jokes on the internet about holding, how he like to hold hands and he's too touchy-feely. Now, for me, as of late, now he's saying he don't want to work with Tim Tszyu. Before that, it was like momentarily, it was like he had a list of the fighters he wanted to work with, and then he said maybe Tim Tszyu. The night of the Ortiz and Boychuk fight, it was I can't remember the publication. I think it was Fight Hub, one of them, and salute to them, or it was Fight Hype, one of them, and they was asking him like, "What's up with Tim Tszyu?" You know, whatever, and he was like, he just shook his head, walked off. Then he came back to them like on his own, and was like, he getting his own way. He was also asked about Canelo Alvarez, stating this, that if he said I disrespected him any kind of way, I don't even talk directly to the fighters, so it had to be somebody on his team that relayed the message in a disrespectful manner. For me, this is where Turkey kind of trips me out, and I got to put him in the lane of Al Heyman. Bob, he's truly just a promoter, and if that's what you're gonna be, it's time to take that. You ever seen The Simpsons where Homer fade into the bushes? He got to do one of them. It's time to go behind the curtain, because I live by this saying: you let somebody talk long enough, they eventually hang themselves. And what I mean by that is, he said that he doesn't talk directly to the fighters. We've seen him talk directly to the fighters and tell them what they want to give them. Now, mind you, some of these guys are not on the contract he's talking to, but we saw him talk to Virgil and told him to his face, "I'm gonna put a big offer in, so big money to Terrence, so we can get this fight going," and blah 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 blah. Yeah, you talk to fighters, and I think the biggest issue for me is not for me. I'm sorry. I think the issue between Tim Tszyu is this: I think he jumped up out of the plan, right? I think when an injury came along, and then he stated that he couldn't fight because of the injury. Then we, went from there or whatever. We like, no, it don't take that long for them stitches to heal up. But then we later on find out they was trying to set up Fundora and Earl, so he wasn't in the picture. But I think he still was told to sit to see what was supposed to come up out of that, and maybe he was gonna get the winner of that. And that's his last fight on contract. But I think Tim Tszyu don't want to sit around, so now he's working with his other promotion, No Limit, because it's like a co-promotion. And they want to give him a fight with the champ, right? Borak, I can't remember his name, but I know his first name started with an M, first name started with a B, last name started with an M, I believe. I don't want to butcher his name, but they're trying to get a strap on him, right? And hopefully that forces his way. Tim had an interview yesterday, and he stated that he's willing to work with Turkey, but he has a team. And I think Turkey don't want to deal with his team. I think Turkey want to talk right to him, and I think that's what he meant. He gets in his own way. And by all means, you got a team you've been working with all this time. Who am I to disrespect them that got me this far? And I think that's disrespectful on Turkey part. To maybe that's how he thinks. Like, okay, they may be stars, but you can't be above talking to me. Well, that's not business. These guys are under contracts, and hey, certain things in contracts, like you technically not supposed to be poaching fighters while they're under contract. You're not supposed to do that. You know what I mean? I want to know what y'all think about that, but it's a lot of flip flop. He'll say one thing, oh, I don't talk to the fighters, then you turn around and see him talk directly to fighters, or whatnot. So it is what it is, and I know a lot of people are jumping on this train because, like I say, it's starting to come out. In certain fights, we know he should have been campaigning for, but it's just starting to seem like more of him and or what the Prince wants or what he wants. I don't know, but I just know it's starting to be more about him. I'm gonna bring my compadre up here to get his opinion, man. Salutes to 913 for taking time out to jump on here to give his opinion. Bro, what you think, bro?
Man, I get it. I got it. You're rich. You're a powerful man. No hating on that. You know what I mean? Hell, I wish I had them bands. But it just seems like me to me like this is a man who's not used to hearing the words no. You know what I mean? And then you have to really look outside the box and realize, man, it's a cultural impediment there between us U.S. promoters, U.S. boxers, and everybody who's not from Saudi Arabia or whatever. And I just think that it's I'm just not completely sold myself. Now don't get it twisted, bro. I love the work he's doing. I love the shows, the A1,
I
everything.
agree.
So I love them shows and keep on pumping them motherfuckers out. And I appreciate the fact that, he's approaching boxing like that. But with all that being said, it's just a few things that's a little sus to me. And I'm going to tell you one thing that's sus. The Canelo thing. Okay, bro, it is what it is. Canelo ain't going for your demands. But you say you for the sport of boxing, right? That's his thing. I am all for the sport of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But why are you over there fucking with the ops, UFC, and trying to destroy a boxing card? If you're trying
Mm-hmm.
to build up boxing, why would you do something contrary to that? Now
Right.
you propping up a UFC card, you know what I mean, to destroy a boxer or to take from his people and shit, take from his buys, his pay-per-view buys or his numbers or
Yeah.
whatever.
The
That
same
just
day
seems
and same
contradictory
time.
to me, bro. That's a
The,
contradiction.
the same day and same time.
That's akin
Mm-hmm.
to a woman keying your car, bro. Not, bitch, I don't want to fuck with you no more. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Mm-hmm.
just run and key your car.
Mm-hmm.
That's to me, it's the way to do shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of keeps me on the fence. Now, don't get it twisted, bro. Like I said before they called me a hater and all this other shit. Yes, my nigga, I'm digging everything, every show he's done. You know what I'm saying? Me and you watched every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I supported every last one of them. I fucks with him the long way. But then he does them sus moves. What do you
Right.
think, bro? I think
I
he's sus.
I think that he just has a bigger agenda. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That he's slowly rolling out from tweets and all of that or whatnot that I read that he puts out or whatever. And a lot of people don't take the time out. You know me. I'm you can't give me like I told you, you can't put me in a rabbit hole, bro. I'm gonna have to keep going. And I just think that it's more to I think boxing is the outlet. I think he's always been he got combat sports. That's what he's looking at as an overall. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he wants to be, like I said in the beginning, the end all be all. In the beginning, I think he did want to, try to buy everybody out. They weren't going for it. So he's making partnerships at the moment, but we all know that he's always had a hand in UFC. He's had a hand in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
he's trying to make this a conglomerate, all together thing.
And you
And
know
it,
one thing else I might add to that too, bro?
mm-hmm,
For all the money that he's paying these boxers, and he's paying them some good purses, get your money.
mm-hmm,
Hey, get your money. But for the money that he's spending just on boxing alone,
mm-hmm.
it has to be something over the horizon that's gonna pay off. You know what I mean? It's got to be a bigger thing to justify him spending all this money on boxing. It has to
Yeah.
be something over the horizon, bro.
Well,
That's
the
just
tri-
the way I feel.
well the trips aren't for nothing.
Yeah.
It's to make relationships. Like I said, it's I might not be the most articulate man out there, but y'all not stupid out there. Y'all know what I'm saying. If a person buy all these venues in LA, right? spending all this money, right? It ain't just for boxing, bro. He bringing money to California.
Mm-hmm.
And you make those type of relationships so they're not gonna tell you no next time, because if the amount of traffic that California want to come through, which I mean tourism, they're gonna welcome him every time. So
Yep.
you're not gonna tell him no. You see what I'm saying? Then he's looking at other things, like he had a tweet, but I'll get into that on another show. But he's looking for that. He's looking to extend his reach outside of rider season, potentially maybe bring rider. This is my opinion, to bring like rider season to the U.S. Like I said, he has those months. He has to have those fights there, right?
Yep. And
The
I'm gonna
other
piggyback off
months,
that real quick, bro.
mhm.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. If he's got a good agenda, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. You know,
No,
he fuck.
no,
He
I'm
may
not.
be wanting to use that to build schools in the inner city and help people get scholarships.
Right,
Who knows?
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. No, I'm not saying. I'm not. That's a lot of people think I'm talking bad about him. I'm just a person that I'm a type of person like try to keep people's eyes open, bro. Like keep
Yep.
your eyes open. Don't get blinded. Don't get blinded. Like you said, now everything glitters ain't gold. Don't get blinded by what you see going on. It's always an end game to something. It ain't just here. Like for instance, and this don't got nothing to do with boxing, but this is one of the same thing I think he on. Everybody like Sheen and Timu, right? Everybody right now. It's in everybody's mouth. But what y'all don't go read about in Forbes and things like that, they've been losing money for 2 years. They've been spending top-notch money more than any other advertiser on SEOs. SEOs is when you go to Google and you hit the top of the list when somebody search something. They doing this because they hope to corner the market. Make it cheap enough. We're losing money. But guess what you're going to think about when you want something? Sheen, slowly but surely, over years, the prices will go up. You see what I'm saying? And they're going to be right back on top. That's how you build a conglomerate similar to Walmart. You see what I'm saying? People don't say I need to go to the store. They say I need to go to Walmart. Don't they? They don't refer to Walmart as a store. They refer to Walmart as Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he refers to their party season, I guess, because I'm ignorant to their ways over there. But I call it a party rider season, where they get all the entertainment and the tourists come and all that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He doesn't refer to it what I just said, party season, tourist season, as we do over here. He call it what? Rider season.
season. Yeah.
There you go. And he's building. I think he just wants to build that brand. No matter how much money it takes, it's just to extend that reach. Because over there, you got to think what he's doing over there is just regular. So the money that he's paying out, it may not equate to a loss over there. Over here is where the loss is. But I think that maybe he's instructed to just see how far he can extend his reach to states and create this tourism and get their hands into other things. Because you got to think, if this man spending this much money in Cali, right? Spending money in Cali, bringing money in Cali, right? And he's a big player. Just like y'all, people don't understand. Where y'all think Al getting money from them hedge funds and all this shit?
Yep.
These are people that's sitting on money. So now you got senators and people who reach out. Man, we need this project done. Hey, reach out to Turkey, see if he's interested. You understand what I'm saying?
And
I just think it's a little more.
Invest with your own money.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. And there ain't no hate on that man. It's just that he's starting, when it comes to this combat sports though, he's starting to show his hand a little bit. Like I said in the beginning, I live by this. You let a person talk long enough, they hang themselves. You see what I'm saying? The man said he doesn't talk directly, fighters talk to their team.
And you know what? Another problem I got is this, bro. Like, I can understand you campaigning for certain fights, but period, point blank, to me, in my heart, I wish he would campaign more for David Benavidez than what he is for Bud fighting Canelo.
Right.
David Benavidez is all right. Just let me ask you a question. If you was David Benavidez right now, and you heard somebody putting the pressure on Canelo for fighting Bud, how would you feel? Knowing that you fought Plant, you ran through the whole 168 division.
The same.
How would you feel?
I feel neglected, bro. I'd be pissed. Look, because he has the same. Think about it. Benavidez could run that same line that Canelo been using for the past 4 days. I fought Mayweather, Plant, da 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 da. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He could say the same thing.
Yep.
You see what I mean? He could say the same
And he's
thing.
got a potent one up on him. You didn't want to fight Boo Boo, but I
Right,
did.
right. And on top of that, the difference that would one up Canelo's, Benavidez was with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
With purpose. Quiet as kept. When you fought Khalid planting them, you was already large. You didn't have to fight them. You could have fought a tomato can still sold. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This man fought everybody because you told him to, and the only thing you had to say back then was, you've done nothing. You bring nothing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I fight you? Why don't y'all fight each other? He does that,
the
and
narrative
then you shit on him.
because Canelo, wasn't it like a year ago when he said, "I'm not fighting no more Mexican fighters"?
Yep.
And now, shit, he's on his second Hispanic fighter in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, so it when it comes to Canelo, it's a little different, but I don't want to stray too far away from Turkey. I just want people to see, because all in one night, even in one sentence, for real, he lied big, and he was just like, if Canelo feel like I disrespected him, I don't talk to boxers directly. I talk to their team, so the team must have related to him disrespectfully. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then on video that comes out on YouTube, which I guess he don't understand, it's catching all the audio. And we watched you sit there and you told Virgil to his face, De La Hoya was nowhere around. You went in that locker room and you told that man, I'm going to make Terrence a big offer, a big sum of money to make this fight. You see what I'm saying? You're talking to these guys directly, bro. Whether it's through Twitter, whether it's whatever, you're doing it. And the way you're constructing your game, so to speak, is coming off kind of rude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for Tim, I feel bad for Tim, because like I said, I watched the interview yesterday. Tim want to work with him. I just think Tim don't want to piss him off because he wants the opportunity. He know it's big money, but at the same time, he's trying to get him to understand, I have a team, bro.
And that's another thing, though. It depends on how long Tim's leash is with his management and his promoters and his advisors.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? His leash may not be that long.
Right. But to say that, how do you get mad at him, mad at Tim, and say, no, I'm never working with him? And then he ask him what's wrong. Why? He doubles back to them, might say, he gets in his own way.
Yeah.
What? That don't make no sense. And it's like, why don't you want Tim? Tim will make great fights for a lot of people up front. I'm talking about from Bud to take it, Virgil, that people still want to see that.
It too, bro. On the PBC side, they thought high enough about Tim Tszyu that make him debut
right
their Amazon shit.
They were trying to make him a star here.
Yeah.
In America.
They thought that big of him to say, I'm gonna be the first one to go.
So that's why I was saying, like, what is it? Like, Canelo, he wants to talk direct to Canelo. You ain't getting that. You gotta talk to this team. He said, all Canelo said, well, just hold on. You didn't want to hear that. The thing, we all know the thing between him and Tank, the two Ferraris and all that stuff. But you came back with a smart remark to a child. Okay, cool, whatever. And I ain't calling Tank a child, but you compare it to him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? It's just the way of business, and like I said, I'm part of the minority. I can't understand how that will rub a person the wrong way. Like, I truly believe in my heart of hearts, because I could be worth $1 million and you could be worth $5 million now, and you gonna try to talk down on me. I ain't gonna give two shits. Like, I can still do what you do.
Shit,
nigga, you get what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, what are you talking about?
But I got money too. Shit.
So that's how I feel, about it. And it's just this thing about PBC stars, I think, that he can't get to, because it's the stars that he can get to. Now, Bud's a star, but he's just not on the level of those guys. And now Tim Tszyu, you could argue, but Tim Tszyu got a country.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's the thing Bud ain't got. Tim got a whole fucking country, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's going to show up and show out. You know what I mean? So, and they value their fighters there too. You see what I'm saying? So it's a difference, but yeah, man, I just want to get everybody comment on this, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I don't leave just yet, because I'm about to show y'all this how you really feel about him. Check it out.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
You ain't shit.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all be easy, man. On to the next one. Remember, win, lose, or draw, keep on pushing, yo. I'm out.
Salute.
Deuces is bad. Oh.